The lesson is about the government receipts. That means, what are the sources through which the government receives money income? What are the different sources through which the government receives money income? That is what it is, government receipts. What are the sources through which government receives money income? The government receipts, we already have noted that they are divided into two, the revenue receipts and capital receipts. Revenue receipts, such money income earned by the government without reducing any of its assets, without losing any of its assets, and without increasing any of its liability. Such money income are known as revenue receipts. And the revenue receipts are divided into two categories. What are the revenue receipts of the government? They are tax receipts and non-tax receipts. The government gets most of its revenue receipts through the taxes. You can also say most of the government receipts are through the tax. So, tax receipts and non-tax receipts are the important revenue receipts of the government. Why? Because the taxes are the compulsory payment which the people have to make to the government. And against the taxes, the government is not compulsory for the government to provide any particular service or anything in return for the taxes that the people pay. So, without expecting anything in return, the people pay taxes to the government. So, taxes are the money receipts without any obligation. That's the reason the tax receipts are known as revenue receipts. Besides the taxes, the government also gets so many other sources of income which are known as non-tax receipts. These are not compulsory payments. These are the payments that we, the citizens, do for many of the administrative services of the government and for some other purposes. So, tax receipts and non-tax receipts are the two revenue receipts of the government. Tax receipts, these are the money income earned by the government through taxes. Taxes are compulsory payments done by the citizens. The taxes are of basically two types, direct taxes and indirect taxes. Direct taxes means those taxes which are paid by the same person on whom it is imposed. The tax is imposed on me and I pay the tax. I take the burden of the tax. So, such a tax is known as direct taxes. The taxes which are paid by the person, the burden of the taxes are borne by the same person on whom it is imposed. On the other hand, direct taxes cannot be transferred to anyone else. For example, income tax, it's a tax on your income, property tax, wealth tax, inheritance tax. These are direct taxes. On the other hand, there are innumerable number of indirect taxes are there, which are imposed on one but paid by another. Sales tax, excise duty. These are entertainment tax, customs duty. These are imposed on one people, say on the producers, but what the producers do, they shift it to the consumers. These taxes become a part of the price of the product and ultimately, indirectly, the customers, the consumers are bearing the tax. So such taxes are known as indirect taxes. In our country, all the indirect taxes are clubbed into one and is known as GST. All this type of indirect taxes are clubbed into one and is known by the name GST, Goods and Service Tax. Major part of government income comes through the taxes. Then the second part of revenue receipts are this, non-tax receipts. Besides the taxes, there are some other money income of the government. And these kind of receipts or these kind of payments done by the citizens, these are not regular and these are not compulsory. For any particular administrative service from the government, for breaking any law, for getting some extra privilege from the government, we have to pay some money. You have to do some payment, and such payments are the receipts of the government. So they are known as non-tax receipts. The important of them are fees, fine, escheats, direct assessment, profit of PSUs, interest earned from the loans given. These are the important non-tax receipts of the government. First of all, fees. The government take money from the people as fee for doing some particular administrative service. Some particular administrative service. Say land registration, buying and selling of land, property, house. That buying and selling have to be authorized by the government. For that, we have to pay a fee to the government. Then fine for breaking the law. As an offense, the income tax is not paid on time. Fine is imposed. The traffic rules are not obeyed. Fine is imposed. Like this, so much in different purposes, the people have to pay fine to the government. Then another one is this, escheats. Escheats means sometime people die without leaving a legal heir. Legal heir. A person has to write a will, or naturally the sons and daughters of a person are considered as his legal or her legal heir. Sometimes the people may not have their own offspring children, so they usually, those people write a will saying after their death to whom the property will go. It so happens that some people die without leaving a legal heir, or a legal document is also not put by the people. No will is prepared by the people and no legal heir to that person also. In such a situation, that property of that particular person will be taken over by the government. It will become government's property. The property of those people who die without leaving a legal heir or without leaving a proper will for their property. In such a case, that property will become government's property. The government may earn income from that property, either by selling it or by putting it on rent or any other mean. The government earns money income from such properties, and that money income is known as escheat. That income earned is called as escheat. Remember, the money income which is earned is known as escheat. Like that, direct assessment. See, government undertakes so many developmental activities. Because of that developmental activities, the value of property increase. A highway comes in front of my house. Naturally, the value of my house will increase. But that increase, that appreciation of my property is due to the developmental activity of the government. So, government as one-time measure take some amount of money, charge some amount of money in the name called direct assessment from me. Okay, so direct assessments are the charges levied by the government on those people whose property got appreciated. The value of the property has increased. Such a payment is known as direct assessment. Then next is profit. So many institutions the government run, public sector undertakings. So many, ONGC, Oil and Natural Gas Commission, Indian Railways, Air India. So many institutions are there. Steel Authority of India Limited. These are government organizations, and these organizations may earn profit. And that profit is known as a non-tax receipt. It's a type of receipt of the government. Similarly, the government give loan to the union government, give loan to the state government. Union government may give loan to the outside governments of other countries. So whenever the loan is given, interest will come. The government earns interest, and that interest income is also a kind of non-tax receipt. So all of them are known as revenue receipts. If you look at it, none of these income sources are not creating a liability to the government and not reducing any of its assets. That is the reason these are all known as revenue receipts.